From growing up around the internet and growing up around all sorts of different things that the internet can be used for, and seeing it also grow with me, but not in a good way, and seeing it grow and become more and more addictive and manipulative and just all-encompassing. I think it's kind of terrifying, so yeah.
What's your name? How old are you? And where are you from?
My name's Ari. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Sacramento, California.
So I'm Jack.
My name is Ayan.
Rosie, say for me.
Zoe Crean.
I'm 19.
18.
I'm 18 years old.
I'm 19.
I'm originally from Connecticut. I now live in New Hampshire.
South Portland, Maine.
I'm from Berkeley, California.
Brooklyn, New York.
Sierra, I'm 19. I'm from Arlington, Mass.
Having to meet people through social media and online during my entire first semester here, just realizing that you literally couldn't make friends or have a life if you didn't do that, but then also realizing that your entire personality becomes tailored to a fake idea of what it is to be human. It makes you so depressed. So I definitely think it would be better if it wasn't like that, and we encourage people to exist in real life more.
I feel like a lot of my consumption of media and technology can be really damaging for my confidence and for the way that I see the world and see myself.
You have a 13-year-old, right, who signs their name at the bottom of the fine print form they're never going to read, and then is starting to get targeted ads on their social media accounts about weight loss and dieting pills and all these things that can be really, really harmful for growing minds, simply because they started following, a thin influencer, for example. And I think that there are really, really long-term consequences to that should be considered, and I think that teenagers should grow up with the ability to exercise their agency about how they're interacting online and how that data is being used, and to be able to be, intentional in consenting to that activity.
I also found as a middle schooler, where you're in a vulnerable age, seeing other people doing a lot of things and seeing other people getting so many more likes than me and things like that, I just felt so upset about myself when I didn't need to be.
I've seen more cigarette tobacco usage in communities of color, communities that that I am more connected to, rather than more affluent communities. And with the rise of social media, that sort of targeted advertisement is increased beyond my expectations from.
I think I would really appreciate a little bit more transparency from social media companies about what data about us is being collected and how it's being used, especially because I think increasingly young children are starting to use social media without necessarily thinking through the potential consequences of that.
It should just be a safe space where people don't feel like they're being exposed to something that is going to make them upset, or they don't feel like they're being judged based on content that they put out there.
Try to prevent them from being manipulated by these big companies that really have no right to the information that they're accessing.
I want to see more regulation for how big tech companies kind of allow for-profit corporations to sort of target vulnerable populations, namely low-income communities in larger city areas, to sort of almost take advantage of them. And
they shouldn't be designed to try to be addictive or to keep you on them, or to make you feel as if it's better online than it is in real life.
Bringing youth into discussions surrounding what they want to see on technology and what healthy technological consumption is, I think that is a really essential component of regulation, just because you're talking to the people who are experiencing these things and experiencing all the consequences of lack of regulation, essentially.